Hey guys, I wanted to do a little run through my sketchbook. I'm sorry for how unsteady the camera's gonna be. I'm gonna try my best. I made this guy into a sticker and it's in the front of this sketchbook because it is during this time period. So this is my July 16th to today, September the 21st sketchbook. And I wanted to kind of talk about it and walk through it because, God, I just love sketchbooks. Oh God, I have such a problem. Okay, so this one started off kind of awkwardly, sort of mid to the end of July. Was an okay time for me. I wasn't feeling super great. So, like, this one's alright. How long have you been in here, Kat? Hello. My door's been closed for ages. Huh. Well, she's just gonna hang out for this, I guess. Yeah, so you can see this one's got okay kind of three-dimensionality to it, but this one's got nothing, and I've drawn over it with a different pen and just a bunch of stuff. And this page also got drawn over with a different pen. All of these sketches were originally much more flat, but I kind of used the brush pen to get a little bit more life. These were thumbnails for a drawing I was trying to do of Bugdad here on Tumblr's Malta. I don't think I ended up going with any of these poses. Oh well. And then you can see it's so awkward. I'm doing things so many times trying to get it to be better, but it's just not getting better. And then right around here, it starts to kind of pick up. I'm doing these marker under drawings with this very thin, this is my 0.3 hybrid Technica, which is a very nice pen. Looks very crisp when you do clean lines with it. And everything kind of goes up. I'm thinking about like three-dimensionality here. This one I had a clear visualization for, which is why it's so what it is, I guess. And then, yeah, these are some of my favorite drawings in this sketchbook, actually. This is very much the kind of stuff I wish I could draw more of. And this is much more typical for me. And over here, we've got some gift drawings I did. This is the final pose I went with for Malta, and I did a quick... I did a Cervara over here. I actually originally did Cervara on this page. I was just going to do Cervara, and the Malta piece, which I had been working on earlier, was going to be totally separate. And then I busted out another pen and made this, and it was beautiful. So they ended up on the same page together. So I'm going to be skipping through this a little bit. You'll have to forgive me. It's, as much as I love sketchbooks, there's a lot of stuff in here that I just don't think is worth spending time to look at. Obviously, you know, everyone has failures. We don't really need to talk about them any more than I already planned to. These are some of the better ones from a more awkward phase. You can see this one, I've totally messed up this part and just blacked it out. Ooh, one sec, let me adjust this. This one should have a good sense of three-dimensionality, but just falls flat. And this one I managed to get a pretty good three-dimensionality on the head. I included this because this is kind of a typical mid-quality sketch day for me. I just do a lot of hair. Just a lot of hair, faces, some very simple outfits, stuff like that. And this is basically a day in the life. And just ignore this. Just ignore this. I went to the doctor and got help. No worries. I mean, worries, but no worries. This guy, let's see. I think this is a particularly interesting spread because I drew this. It was kind of off the dome. It didn't turn out that great. I was kind of looking at it like, what's wrong with it? What can I do to improve? So I did kind of a layered outfit build-up, thinking about each part. Turned out this stomacher just threw the whole thing off, so I took it out and ended up with this outfit, and I think that was a really good move, and I really like this whole page. I think this page is done entirely in straight up ink. I believe so. I wanted to include these pages, even though they're not particularly interesting, because this is where I kind of started devoting myself to actually doing some warm-ups before I drew, and you can see some improvement after this happens. I kind of always thought warm-ups were important, but it never really stopped and did them, you know? There's kind of that attitude where you just want to jump in, but really doing this kind of thing is great. It's a great way to kind of slow down and think about how you're moving the pen and all of that. Ooh, who's next? This is another bunch of warm-up, but I wanted to look at these thumbnails because I thought they were cute. I really liked this one, so I did a side view of it. It says that's closer to a thumbnail there because I have a really bad habit of starting something that's supposed to be a thumbnail and it ends up being like this big. I'm like, that's not a thumbnail. And of course there's more warm-up over here. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's not really that important. This page is pretty much, these pages are pretty much complete and total failure. Nothing went that well, except this robot, which is why I wanted to include it. Look at him. He's so cute. I just wanted to talk about him. I haven't posted him on my blog or anything, and he's so cute, and I did him right off the top of my head, and I love him. Look at this robot. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. There's a chunk here that I'm not gonna talk about. My guess is this is Augusty, because August was not a very good month. So this was, I thought these pages were really nice. Those are some notes from class, pay no attention. I started drawing this girl and I got her arms wrong, so I drew her arms again, and then I was like, what if I just draw a bunch of limbs? So there's a bunch of kind of little concept sketches of what it would be like to have 4 legs. You know, very simple outfit concept. This was a character that I introduced earlier on that you've probably seen. Oh gosh, I forgot I drew this. That's excellent. Anyway, just a casual of her, and like I said, another quick outfit concept. There's another chunk that I'm not covering anything from. This is another little doodle page. I partially just wanted to include it because there's this little doodle of Boomy in it. That's Timothy's, and this was supposed to be a multi again, but it didn't really turn out, which is why it's got humph next to it, which is my way of saying humph. This was me trying to redesign Light Smashers, which Soda concept, I think the full long form pencil version is a little meh, but this little guy turned out great. Mine, not so much. And of course I added a bunch of eyes to my normal avatar. And this was, I don't know, I was thinking about refactoring Neji's armor, but I didn't like that much. And there's a bunch of these eyes in my sketchbook now. I don't know why. I just keep drawing them. They're fun, I guess. This was just a whole, I don't know, 30-minute session of me drawing Vethik. Kind of started out here and ended up having to look up what his armor looked like because it'd been a really long time. And this is like, I'm totally not warmed up, and this is me like completely warmed up, and you can see kind of me trying to concept out what the angry arm should look like. I really wanted it to be a little more formless, but it's so much scarier when it's more humanified because we can grasp that so well. Like, oh god, that's a big muscly arm about to kill me. Whereas just this mask kind of looks like it's about to eat itself, so not that great. This mace in this hand, just ignore that. Just, it's not that good. I mean, don't completely ignore it, but let's just move on before I keep talking. This is another outfit design that I enjoyed doing a lot. These are just some random doodles. This was the pencil piece I did of Reboot Snake's Burn Pope, who I love to death, and this was just really fun to do, and it looks very impressive on the page. It's very detailed. This is a 0.3mm pencil. You might notice that 0.3mm is like my favorite, but yeah. Maybe I should do a pencil bag run through at some point. And then this is going to be the last one I'm covering. This was just a couple days ago. This is a little warm-up with just a bunch of 3D shapes, and this is supposed to be Bart. It looks just like Bart, but for real, I kind of missed that Monster Factory charm by a little bit. This cat has 2 sets of eyes because I fucked one up. This person has a backwards eye because I just drew this one and then was like, hey, I'm bad at profiles. Let's draw a whole profile facing the other direction for whatever reason. And this one, I wrote dissonant next to it. I made this really good creepy hair outline with like the non-visible face. And then this outfit is so, I don't know, frilly and Victorian. It's not really scary. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so that was my, that was my July to September sketchbook. Just a really brief, awkward discussion of some stuff I drew. Yeah, I will do my pencil bag at some point, I think, because I want to. Bye!